Yeah, it's 1:29 a.m. in the Eastern Time Zone. I'm tired. I want to go to bed, but I want to get this video out of the way. What's up, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and football fans? How y'all feeling tonight? That was a game between the Colts versus Panthers. That's the way it's supposed to be, no matter how ugly it was. My goodness, it was in the first half, including a little bit in the third quarter as well. If anybody sits there and says that the New York Giants versus the New Orleans Saints game was a beautiful and that's the way football's supposed to be played, yeah, I would tell them to go kick rocks and go watch Big 12 college football games from now on. Yeah, it was arena football league type of nonsense. Now, the reason why the Indianapolis Colts are 3-5, 2-2 on the road, well, got their fifth loss of the season. This past game tonight, whatever, against the Carolina Panthers, they didn't put together a complete game. I mean, the defense played pretty well if you think about it. The special teams, they play well too. It was just their offense. They didn't get it going at all. I mean, Andrew Luck, look, he was just dreadful until, what, fourth quarter and a little bit of overtime. I mean, we just start picking the Carolina Panthers defense to pieces. I mean, my goodness. So, in the running game with Ahmad Bradshaw and Frank Gore, I mean, it's like I was like, wow, like a little bit of a D'Angelo Williams and Jonathan Stewart. I mean, just kept pounding, kept chucking. They didn't stop. They would not. They were not going to be denied. Now, the Indianapolis Colts, they had to. They should have won this game. I mean, especially in the fourth quarter and overtime. But they didn't, and it's going to get harder from here on out because they got to host the Denver Broncos. Then they have a bye week, and they go to Atlanta. Man, they're going to be staring at a 3-7. Yeesh. Now, as for my Carolina Panthers, they got that victory. They still undefeated. I'm happy, but the reason I'm gonna get to the negatives in a second. They won the game because of the defense and the running game. The defense was stifling. They were not going to be denied, no matter how tired they were. I mean, they were running on fumes at this point. They just kept pounding, kept driving. They dug deep, and that interception by Luke Kuechly in the not fourth quarter, but overtime was a perfect example. Big ups to Roman Harper. So Kurt Coleman, big game. Josh Norman. To the teams in the National Football League going to play the Carolina Panthers, go ahead, keep testing Josh Norman. Go ahead, keep doing that. He's going to return a pick six or just get an interception overall. Go ahead, keep playing. So now I'm going to get to a little bit of negatives for the Carolina Panthers. I don't want to do it, but I have to. When I was watching this game, I'm just like, oh no, they're gonna lose this game, and if they do, I'm putting the blame on the offense. I mean, the play calling was so. They fumbling the ball. Well, they had turnovers too. They had what, 3. Cam Newton, I mean, underthrew to Ted Ginn Jr. I mean, it was a bad interception. He threw it to double coverage. I'm like, dude, what are you doing? So, yeah, I mean, it was an ugly sight, ugly football game in the first half. The weather did play a role. I mean, it had rained off and on at times, so what else I can say? The Mother Nature took over, so, but you still got to play through it no matter what. And before I move on, memo to the NFL, just NFL in general. Where in the world you get these referees from? The ACC or something? I mean, they just be blatantly making. If they're not making bad calls, they're just missing calls. They can't even tell the difference if it's a pass interference, what isn't a pass interference, or you got a Colts player sliding out of bounds, and the Panthers player touched him. This was like before they had a game. The Colts had a game-tying field goal. And they say, well, he got out of bounds. No, he was down before he slid out of bounds. Therefore, the clock should have been moving. I mean, oh my goodness, NFL, what are you doing? I mean, y'all wanted the Carolina Panthers to lose so bad it wasn't even funny. I hate playing that conspiracy theory crap. I just do. But I hate it. So it felt like they wanted the Indianapolis Colts to win so flipping bad. It wasn't even funny. So I'm just gonna leave it at that. Now to the preview, Green Bay Packers versus Carolina Panthers. Yes, the Packers lead the series all time, 9-4. Last time Carolina beat Green Bay was November 30th, 2008. Okay. The last time Carolina beat Green Bay in Bank of America Stadium was October 3rd, 2005. My goodness, that's a long time. And we all know what happened when Carolina played Green Bay. They got blown out. So I feel that what's going to come down to in that game, they're going to have to get some pressure, which is the Panthers defense versus the Packers offense. They're going to have to get some pressure, make Aaron Rodgers tap dance like a champion. And in the secondary, do not give Aaron Rodgers any open looks. I mean, look at the Packers and Broncos game for a perfect example. Make Aaron Rodgers' life miserable. You do that, you put the Panthers offense in a good field position, you got a chance to win and go 8-0. If not, if we see more to the same, just like last year when it was a blowout, they'll get that first loss of the season. As for the Panthers offense versus the Packers defense, run the ball, make good decisions, and memo to the Panthers wide receivers, catch the ball. That goes for you too, Ted Ginn Jr. Oh boy. Do I think that the Panthers will beat the Packers? I don't know. I'm just going to watch the game. And with that, throwing y'all a salute, and I'm out. I'm going to bed. Oh, yeah, one more thing. Didn't I say that the Carolina Panthers will beat the Indianapolis Colts, but it wouldn't be easy? It wouldn't be walking in a park. It wouldn't be a blowout like most Panther fans thought it was going to be? Yes, the Panthers did leave some points on the board. It's more to do with the offense, not executing. And with that, throwing y'all a salute. I'm going to bed. What's your thoughts?